Goal setting is written or mental contract a person keeps with themselves to be happy. All of us speak a lot about the good old days, and we speak it on air. We miss those days, and you hardly miss something that you had enough of. So while we were in the good old days, while we were there in those moments, we were thinking about the good old days, the other good old days. And then those good old days we are talking about now, past. So thinking about it in hindsight and comparatively to now, miss those days because you weren't in those days. Even though you are physically present in those days you are talking about, you were dreaming or thinking either about this behind that or a future you had in your mind. So you missed out completely in the now. So by the time we got to where we are right now, we are now lost in after those days. Because we're comparing now, seeing that I feel better than now. You know. So continue doing this. That's the reason why life will not get any better. It's two groups of people in the world. People who set goals for success, people who have visions and dreams. There's another group, people who just wake up and live. Life will not get better for any of either of them. For the person who is setting goals, goal setting is written or mental contract a person keeps with themselves to be happy until they get what they said they will get. And those little pseudo unhappiness, or it looks like um, conjured or fake unhappiness over time. A lot because you keep moving the goalpost. You're chasing a dream and then you get the dream. And you don't have up to 30 minutes or 24 hours or 72 hours to savor what you've achieved. You set a new one, then you set a new one, and then you set a new one. So all those micro unhappiness scattered all over adds up over time and can come together and feel like true happiness, especially if you're not paying attention to what's actually going on. What I'm talking about right now, you know. So this is the reason why it looks like it is an infinite chase. We are the ones who are doing it. We're trying to score, and then once we score, we'll move the post, and then we try to score again, and we'll move the post. And it makes us better, but we're not aware we are getting better. So if somebody is having to work out, you're pushing weights in the gym, for example, and then you're having to move 10 kg of weight. You know, After a while, your muscle grows to now find it easy to move 10 kg. Guess what happens next? Everybody says move to 15 kg. At the moment you add that weight, the muscle starts struggling again. So the struggle to overcome 15 kg in and of itself, just under it, doesn't feel very good when you're doing it. And then you overcome 15 kg because you have become stronger. And you can deal with that. Guess what you do next? You go to 20 kg and put yourself back in that state of struggle. So you can see that life has not become better for those muscles. But when you look at what you have gained from pushing those weights and incrementally increasing the resistance, you have gained muscle, you are all improved. But the feeling of happiness probably did not show up because each time you have to overcome weight, there's an uncomfortableness and a struggle. So this is what has created what I just said. And this is what has created what you have always felt. As if you're looking for, searching for happiness and it's never coming. The reason is because you're chasing life as you should, but you're not paying attention to what's going on. So now that you know what's actually going on, how do you actually find happiness while this is going on? The other group that just wakes up and lives life, goes to bed, wakes up and lives life. It's a dangerous place to be because you're going to be suffering the irresponsibility for that. The responsibility or irresponsibility. Your life has no you don't have control over your life. You hope that the next man was responsible and that you don't suffer any repercussion. So you really can see how this person's life will get increasingly worse, you know, as they go forward because of the uncertainty they've subjected themselves into. All of us are subjected to uncertainty to a level, but for certain people it's just, you know. So how do you live happily now and ever after? Is by enjoying the process. So that's why it's very important to put yourself inside things that you have some strength, some talent, some gift in, so that you're almost sure that you're in your purpose or your calling. So if you have gifts for playing football, for example, to go from 0 minutes to 2 hours, the work in it will make it a bit uncomfortable. Now, to do 0 to 2 hours against resistance of other footballers who are also trying to, so you're now compete, it increases difficulty. Then the reality of the fact that the person you're competing against may be slightly better than you because they does certain things better, because the team is better, they better understand themselves, and then they win the game also increases the difficulty. You see what I'm saying now? But again, the person who is playing the football, who has talent to play football, can now apply the principles we are laying down and enjoy difficulty without even knowing it. And how it's done is you just exist in this moment. And guess how many of these moments are in life? That's all that life is about. There is no tomorrow. There is no yesterday. The only thing you have every single time is now. And then now moves. You have another now. And then it moves. So as nows are moving, they become yesterdays. And every other thing you're talking about as tomorrow is all here. You never get always in now. So we are supposed to be in the now. So if you let yourself be in the now, the ones that are fast, the ones that are coming, you know, you're here. You're enjoying, thoroughly enjoying what's going on here. You're here. You're dealing with what's going on right now. When you learn to practice this and do this exercise, you already are on a team. You already have 2 hours to guide you to know when to stop playing. For example, you already set the goals. You're already going towards what you should go towards. The difference is that mentally you're savoring this moment. That is the key and secret to happiness. While chasing what you're chasing. So if you're going to set goals around things that you have no strength, even though you're in this moment, you will be going through torture. Because there's even no point of enjoyment. But if you pay attention enough to yourself and play to your strengths, it allows you to enjoy. Because those things are your strengths. Those things are things you already like to. You already like to play football. So you're enjoying what you already like to enjoy. You know, while you participate in this bigger team. This is the key. This is the recipe to happiness.